Yikes.
That was a close call.
Whoa, that was cutting it so close.
Not to mention I only ran into this room
Jeez,
like 1 minute ago.
it's good to see you.
You too.
Thanks.
Your snazzy hip glasses.
Yeah, just because you said they were cool. I decided to wear them again.
Your hair has lost
like
its
it.
curl.
Nah, no, it hasn't.
Well, you've forced it away, I see.
It's a mixture. It's got some... It's a mix.
You
Mixed bag.
Were you one of those that used to like iron your hair?
No. Mm-mm.
Are you just fibbing to me right now?
No, I would smush it with Dippity-Doo.
I can't believe they still sell that stuff.
No,
The bright green Dippity-Doo.
They don't still sell it. This is when I was a kid.
Oh, sorry. No, I think they do still sell it.
Yeah, I smushed it down. And then I'd take a nylon stocking and pull it over my head.
What? Like a burglar?
Yeah, this was in 7th grade. This is when
So you've always hated your curls?
Yeah, this is when Twiggy was in. You have to think of what the cultural influences were.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
So you kind of want to look like the what's the magazine? 16 or something like that. Yeah.
17, actually.
17.
There probably was a 16, but...
16, 17, yeah.
Hair all over my microphone.
All right.
Can't really hear very well, but it probably doesn't matter.
I can turn you up a little bit.
Just don't touch that wonky dial that makes us all go onto one channel. Oh, yeah. Thank you.
That's better?
Much better.
Yeah.
Hi, Christina.
Hi. How are you?
You're supposed to say my name back so we don't have to introduce.
Hi, Emily.
Sorry, that was lame.
Emily. Do you have a nickname?
I have so many nicknames.
Like what? What are your nicknames?
A lot of them.
Tell me some. Can't think of any?
Yeah, now that you put me on the spot. You know what? I felt really bad because somebody, as a weird internet shaming thing, went around and asked college kids. They were like, just on the street, they'd stuff a microphone in their face and they'd say, name a book, any book. It didn't have to be a book that they read, just like a book, any book. And none of them could do it. And at first I was like, what morons? And then all of a sudden I like pretended to stuff a microphone in my face and I said, Emily, name a book. And my mind went completely blank, even though I'm a bookworm and I read all the time.
What about Anne of Green Gables? Come on.
Yeah, if you'd given me a couple seconds just to kind of center myself and be like, whoa, someone's asking me a question out of the blue, I could come up with 100 books. But after I sort of experimented on myself, who reads all the time, I felt really bad for the dumbing down of America, like online shaming of this, because I obviously these people had probably read books. They were in college, right? I'm assuming they still have books in college. Somewhat. Yeah? No. All right, whatever. Okay, I bet you they still have read a book. And I think they're not being able to name one. It had nothing to do with their intellect, but more to do with the on-the-spotness
Yeah.
of the incident.
Yeah,
So,
because you're supposed to sound smart.
right. So you don't
If
want
you're supposed to
be
sound
like, good night,
smart.
moon.
Yeah.
So,
Although you could come up with a lot of kids' books really fast.
Yeah, you
probably.
could
So-
really
So
fast.
why not? Just like buck the system. Just do it your way.
yeah. Sometimes I don't like saying the names of like adult books. I don't mean adult books. I mean like grown up books,
Like,
because they're all really pretentious sounding.
The sun also rises.
Yeah, they're just ridiculous sounding. Like you don't want to say them because they're just, I don't know.
Try a few.
I'm trying to think of what the last,
Yeah.
one of the last books I read.
Let's see.
Solar Storms, The Prodigal Summer. Like they just, don't they just annoy you?
The Prodigal. Did you really read a book called The Prodigal Summer?
Yeah.
Did you?
Barbara Kingsolver is really good. I'm just saying, okay, I love her books. The names of books just sound really twerpy, don't they?
Yeah.
There's an art to naming things.
Well, you're going to name a book one time.
That's true.
At least once.
And I
if
have,
not more, so,
and that's very important to me. So I've like gone through names already before, and whenever I name like a blog or something, it's like a huge process, and I have to weed out the twerpy names.
Do you tend like to long or short? Would you say
Both. I don't
Both.
like the middle stuff. I like either ridiculously simple, like a 3-letter word,
Yeah,
or something kind of long and goofy.
like Ice Out, right?
Right.
Wrong season, but well, I'm thinking of song titles. People like,
Yeah.
especially instrumentals. A lot of
Yes.
times, people will give them these names.
I
And
love naming things, but
Yeah, that's very interesting. Somebody should talk to musicians about how they name their instrumentals, because that's
it's hard to name instrumentals.
yeah.
I mean,
Some people, they
It's
try to do
hard
something
to
humorous.
know that you're really conveying the feeling that you meant to convey through instrumentals. There's no words, so you've got to rely on music, and not everybody has the same interpretation.
Yeah. Well, again, music can be so complex. It can be a mixture of a lot of different emotions. So you can't kind of go, we can't just stick it to one.
Well, I feel like you could name an instrumental pretty much anything you wanted, and people would be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, you can. And people do.
Right.
Yeah. It's more.
Well, that's good. There's something that's simplified in life, unlike everything else.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So I started once kind of introduce our show, did I?
No, you didn't.
Whatever. So I will now. It's 11th hour radio. Hey, everybody. It's 11 o'clock, or it's probably a little bit after because we've now talked. Christina didn't bring her phone, so I'm going to keep track on my phone today of what time it is. We've talked for 8 minutes. It's 8 minutes after 11. Anyway. WFER LP 96.5. We broadcast live at 11 a.m. every Friday from Royalton Community Radio. Christina Stikos and Emily Howe. What else? You can find our podcasts at 11thhourradio.com or subscribe on, I was going to say iTunes, but that's not right anymore. It's Apple Podcasts and YouTube and all over the place.
Wow.
And what else?
That's good.
You're looking at me really expectantly. Like I'm supposed to have something.
I'm just staying quiet so that you can say everything that you need to say.
That's not everything.
Because I'm not going to jump in and just wreck.
You know what? You are
train of
the
thought.
luckiest lady in the world right now because your kids are big. I don't mean big. They're actually kind of not big, but they're grown up. They're grown away from having to get rolled out of bed in the morning on a school morning. My kids, every single morning, they're like, we hate school. And I get them up. And they actually don't hate school. I mean, one of them kind of does, but the other one kind of likes school. So they don't really hate school. What they hate is this process of getting up at the butt crack of dawn, which actually they don't. That has to be me. I have to get up at the butt crack of dawn. And then I have to get their like clothes ready and go find their homework and get breakfast and get chores done and find matching socks for everybody and the lost sneakers. What?
That whole process makes you feel normal.
I like hate it more than anything. Like whenever they say they hate
you
school,
do
I'm like,
not.
you don't even understand. Your mom gets everything ready for you, and then you just have to like roll your little cranky slug bodies into the car. That's all you guys have to do. I pretty much like spoon feed them at this point.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I hate it so much. And by the time I get them off to school, like I'm already exhausted.
Wait.
Like I put in a full day of hell already.
Stop.
What?
That is the bedrock, the absolute bedrock of your life.
I know. But I just think, first of all, I get my kids to bed at a decent hour. They aren't going to bed late or anything, and they are tired in the morning. They can't get up. They really can't, and they're not faking it. I can tell, especially my teenage one. He's like dead to the world. He's not functioning. I don't think school should be starting this early.
But look at you. you look so good.
No,
like it's not hard.
I've been up for 100 hours.
But it's not hurting you.
It is hurting me.
I'm
super angry at school.
No, it's filling your life with meaning.
And I just like, it's really awful because my kids are such lovely people. Like they are not brats in any other area of their life, but they're like the worst people in the world in the morning.
Since your kids are so great, I've got a present for you.
What?
And your kids.
What?
Okay, close your eyes. Close your eyes.
Is this going to hurt?
Close your eyes.
They're closed.
I'm going to give you a clue. Okay.
Are you going to hit me with something? What are you doing? I'm scared.
Okay, I'm going to take two of these things. I'm going to knock them together so you guess what it is.
It sounds like a clipboard. They sound like clipboards. I don't know. Can I open my eyes now?
Yeah.
Ah! License plates. Ooh.
Will you take one
Where's
from
that
out
one?
of state?
Yeah, baby.
New Jersey 67.
Yeah.
This is for a trailer.
That's sweet.
That has different tone. Listen.
It does have different tone.
Wow. This
Maybe
is an oldie but a goodie.
That's a good one.
This was wild.
New Jersey and 2 Vermonts. Sweet.
It's Wilder's. I have no idea where he got it.
My kids are collecting license plates in case anybody has extras.
Okay, these are special. These are really special. Just tell me if you
Earl, 365. Hey.
How about this one?
Blasting area where gas mask. Oh my God, where did you get that?
It's
Holy
Wilder's.
cow.
I'm just.
That's not a license plate, but it's still pretty cool.
Okay, how about this one?
Is that a no smoking? No solicitors. Man, I'm getting you to clean house.
Yep. I am cleaning my
Kids are going to be very excited about this.
Good.
They're siding, for all you people who don't know what we're talking about, my kids are siding part of their clubhouse with license plates, and they had enough to get about halfway up, and then they ran out. And that was even after I ordered a stack of ones on like eBay for cheap.
You
and
did?
all the ones that we have in our little hoarder home.
Wow. Just
so
that's going well. It sounds like it's going.
It's going well, but you know what? We found a stack on our doorstep the other night. That was cool.
Those people have been dropping them off.
Yeah. I put out a plea on Facebook.
Do you have
because
too
my
many?
kids were really upset. No, we don't have too many. So we can still take some if anybody is. And then the school cook gave us some, or gave the kids some at school. So.
Fantastic.
I know.
That's really great. That's going to look
I think it's going to look really cool, actually.
Yeah.
But
so
anyway.
I'll just try to remember which are mine. Earl and Earl. They're both Earl.
Earl 365.
ERL. Wonder who that was. Earl 3. They're both Earl 365. So it's from the same car.
One's the front, one's the back.
2010.
Jesus, how did you get these off? Look at them.
No, they're in Wilder's.
Did you just
bedroom.
wrench them off in a state of agitation?
Look
at them.
Ask Wilder. They're his.
What the
Probably
heck?
when he crashed his car, he probably ripped
The
them
holes
off.
for these license plates are like 20 times bigger than
Well, he
license
probably
plate
shot
holes
it
should
with his shotgun. I don't know.
They look like they've been pushed out with like a drill press, maybe. Maybe it only had bigger bolts. They're cool though.
Oh, I can't believe I got here before you did.
You always get here before.
Yeah, but I got behind the slow truck.
Did you hit the construction in Tunbridge?
Well, that too.
Or whatever that was.
No, I got behind the LF Trottiers and Son box truck.
Oh, yeah. Did they have a tractor on the back?
No, he was going slow just to annoy me.
No, he's 100 million years old.
No, he's not. Not the guy that's driving this. Was some young guy.
Oh.
Yeah, no, you could pull over. You know?
You could.
He wouldn't pull over all the way from my road to North Tunbridge, and he still wouldn't pull over. He was going like 40.
Well, good thing Trottiers doesn't sponsor our show.
Well, it's no shame to
They
pull
should.
over. There's no shame to pull over. And let
I don't
somebody
think
go
young
by.
men pull over. It's like the equivalent of asking for directions if you're male.
Yeah. Well, I think, either his job is unfulfilling or he's,
It's like,
he's got
like
an
their
unhappy...
testicles just shrivel up into tiny little, like raisins if they have to pull over.
Yeah.
I think that's what happens,
I was being polite. I was holding my pen and sort of tapping the steering wheel. Just like, I'm in a little bit of a hurry. I'm trying to get to my radio
so you're,
show.
You're giving out the vibe that you had someplace to go.
I was being polite. I wasn't tailgating. So it got more flagrant as we went down the road.
Sometimes those young ones, though, they don't even look behind them. Like, they don't know about mirrors, so they just drive.
Yeah.
No? All right. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's so annoying. Oh, God.
So, okay, you know how we always talk about cat stories?
Yeah.
This isn't about my cat. This is about my parents are cleaning out my grandmother's home in Heartland. It's she's moved into like an independent living community thing now. And her home is going to be like rented out at some point, but so they're cleaning it out, and my grandmother's almost as much of a hoarder as my husband. No, I would say she's more actually now that I think about it. But they found some interesting things that they were bringing home, old family journals and things like that. And there was one that was written by my grandpa's half brother Leo, and he was older when he lived with my great-grandparents' family. He was like 22 when my grandpa was just a little boy or whatever. Anyway, he was writing about a cat story, and he was very sickly. He died young of dropsy, or I don't even know what that is.
Dropsy?
Yeah. You know what that is?
No.
I don't either. Some intestinal complaint. It's probably cancer, but everything that people called everything else back then was probably just cancer. You ever notice that? Like, what's consumption? People are always dying of consumption.
That's a thing.
No, I think it's either like lung cancer or maybe it's tuberculosis. Do you think it's tuberculosis? It's lung. Because aren't they usually like coughing up blood and stuff?
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever. Okay, so whatever. Leo had dropsy, and so he basically just sat around and wrote in a little notebook all the time. But at one point, he said, Hazel got a cat from the Woodberries, which I guess is another family or whatever. And so a few days go by, and he says, cat shot off on the kids. Cat shot off in dining room, so Hazel chained it up.
Shot off?
I know. We were like, what does that mean? Like,
shot
scratch them? And then finally my dad was like, I think it must have pissed on people. So we were like, okay.
Oh, shot off.
Right. We're like, oh, so it must be a male. It must be like a tomcat or whatever.
Oh.
And then we're laughing, of course, because my great-grandmother chained it up. How do you chain up a cat?
Yeah.
First of all. So then a few more entries later, the cat's done something else bad. Someone else was climbing up a ladder.
Yeah.
And they put their hand in a big pile of cat turd on the ladder rungs. So then the next entry was like, Hazel took cat back to the Woodberries. Kids there said it was the second time that cat had been returned to them. So I was like...
Did the cat have a name?
No, it didn't.
It was just the cat because it just never earned a name. It didn't
it's
get
just funny because this was like in the 30s or 40s, and you wouldn't think that like a weird, I don't know, farm families, they actually like returned the cat to this place once it came. Usually people back then just like
threw it in a bag
and threw it in the river.
Right.
Anyway, the cat apparently was the bane of their existence for a few weeks before it went back to where it came from, but
That's
it was a funny story.
I'll use that term now, shot off.
Yeah, it took us a while to figure out what they meant, but then after the cat had many more incidences of badness, we realized what the cat was doing. So
yeah.
Wow,
interesting.
Anyway, you don't have any boy cats, though.
No, but mine do shoot off. I mean,
like on the 4th of July and stuff.
Yeah, it's gender free shooting off.
Ours
cats.
do not, and we have boy cats, but they were. Is it neutered or spayed for the boys? Neutered, right?
I think it's
whatever
neutered.
It was. They got that done when they were little, so they don't seem to need to put their pee anywhere.
Yeah.
So far, knock on wood.
Well,
because that's a smell I do not love.
No,
at all.
No,
it's a bad smell.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. I do want to tell you about Mel and Vicky. But I think I'm going to just put a song on first because it's almost time for a song. So we'll have a song and then we'll come back and talk about Mel and Vicky.
All right. Sounds good. I'll take these very uncomfortable headphones off for a minute.
All right. So let's see. What do I got here? Got Old Notch Road. And this, I got my iPad all set up.
I see your iPad is functioning again.
Yeah,
today.
but it's got some new music on it.
What?
Yeah, because I went through the whole thing. I had to go to small.
Oh my God! I had to just look and make sure the sky's not falling. Oh,
yeah,
it's okay.
no, it was a long procedure. It took months. It's because I had to take that other computer to Small Dog and take the iPad and get them to reinstall the software, then sync the iTunes and everything. So
good Lord,
it's all cool now. So I think it's it's that button. Let's see if we can listen to this.
Up on a mountain cabin on a hill, Old Notch Road, I'm living here still. Sweet little cabin, it's a place you've known. Up on a mountain living all alone. Old Notch Road with the sky so low. Old Notch Road where the sun comes slow. Old Notch Road got me back again. Don't need a map to show you where I've been. One little love will give you back your smile. Another little love will hold you for a while. One little love was pure and true. Do anything to get back to you. Back to you. Back to you. Do anything to get back to you. Back to you. Back to you. Do anything. Ripton town's got driving snow. Lincoln Hill, it's 5 below. I close Bristol for the night. Now I'm sitting by my fire to broad daylight. Up on a mountain cabin on a hill, Old Notch Road, I'm living here still. Empty spaces where the quiet's grown. Too much time being all alone. Back to you. Back to you. Do anything to get back to you. Back to you. Back to you. Do anything. Do anything. Do anything to get back to you.
Okay, that was
tangled here.
That was Beth Duquette and Richard Ruane.
Oh, I was going to say that didn't sound like a Beth, but...
Well, that was some of the new music that I got on. They actually sent me that CD a long time ago. I mean, not a long time ago, but certainly months ago. And I just couldn't get it fired up because all these issues I was having.
Well, geez,
like getting a CD onto an iPad. I'm telling you, it's
impossible.
complicated.
Why don't they have a little CD slot in them? They're thick enough.
Because they don't want you to use CDs. They want you to buy music on their service so they make money.
I know.
They're just very annoying. But so let me tell you about Mel and Vicky.
Oh, yeah, do.
So after I saw you last week, right, I posted on Craigslist that I was getting rid of my 6 wood stoves.
Oh, right.
Right, and I said, like, winner takes all wood stoves.
What? Nobody is going to want 6 broken wood stoves, Christina.
That's what I thought.
Maybe one at a time.
I thought, what the heck, I'll just
Unless
leave
you're
it.
a wood stove fixing business.
Well, or somebody who recycles metal for money.
Oh, right. Okay.
So
sure.
I got about 6 responses in a half an hour, like
What?
right away. So
Holy
I took
cow.
the first one, and the first one was Mel and Vicky. So Mel and Vicky came down from Barrie,
Yeah.
and you would not believe the 2 of them moved all the wood stoves onto a trailer by themselves.
Were they like
I pretend
bodybuilders?
they didn't look like it, but they were so strong, especially Vicky. Vicky, I have never, ever seen a woman move heavy objects like Vicky.
Wow.
I was so impressed with Vicky. She just had...
Maybe they're not human, Christina. Maybe they maybe they were like bit by a spider.
I don't know. She had so much confidence. Like she wouldn't look, you know how a normal person would look at a wood stove and sort of roll their eyes or make some comment.
Like, oh boy.
Yeah. None of that. None of that.
Wow.
And they,
I'm impressed by Vicky.
I'm so impressed by Vicky. Yeah. And
Were they
so
like super young? Like they didn't care if they broke their backs?
They were like in their 50s or 60s. I'm sure they were like close to my age.
What the heck?
Yeah, I mean, Mel was no
coming
slouch.
to?
Yeah, they were incredibly strong. And they were smart,
Well,
super
if they
smart.
move wood stoves for a bit living, they must be.
Well, I was worried because...
Yours were just small potatoes to them.
well, the one on the 3rd floor, I was kind of worried
Oh my
about.
God.
Yeah, I was really worried about it.
You should have just thrown that out a window or something. That would have been a little easier.
I thought of all of that. I thought, well, could we throw it out the window? And no, my garden is down there, and what if it hits the house and it would destroy something? And the staircase up to the 3rd floor in my house is a little bit rickety. Like it's a little bit, I don't know. It's free.
I would be worried that when you went down that staircase holding a wood stove that the stairs might collapse on you because that's a lot of weight.
That's what I was worried about. Oh. But they took it apart. He was smart. He went down, he got his toolkit, and he had all the right tools. That was the other thing. He knew exactly.
God, other people always have the right tools. I never have the right tools.
He had every single right tool, and he was able to take it apart, and I was just so impressed. I mean, I'm not a wimp, but I am not a Vicky.
No.
She was a
I will
powerhouse.
always walk a quarter mile across our farm somewhere with a Phillips head when I needed a flathead, or some stupid BS like that. Never fails. Never fails. Here comes the train. Do you want me to
I'll open the door so I can really hear it. Here it comes. Here comes.
There's no open window.
Shh.
It's not registering on our sound thingy over there.
Well, it didn't do as many horns. That was fewer. That was
really
fewer
itchy
horns
in here. Do you feel itchy?
No.
You never are itchy. I've never seen you be itchy.
No, I have an itchy thumb. My thumb is itchy.
Oh yeah, like right in here. Sometimes that gets itchy on me, like in the pad of your thumb down there, like down there.
What if aliens have implanted like chips in us?
Oh my God,
that would be itchy. I mean that's something you should think about.
I don't know if it would be itchy, but
well, it might be.
I know what my itchy is. I just take way too hot showers.
That could be.
It's not good for me.
Yeah.
So I've been told, but I don't really care because other than being itchy, I don't think it's done too much bad in my life.
Yeah.
Although I really don't love being itchy.
You know what?
They don't sleep.
That thrift store over in South Royalton.
Over in South Royalton? We're in South Royalton.
Yeah, over there.
Okay, you mean just up the
I'm
up the road.
gesturing over
Yes.
there.
Yes, okay. Yes.
Not this one, this one.
Yeah.
Not this one, but that one.
I see where you're pointing.
Yeah, they won't take stuffed animals.
That's because they probably think that they have bed bugs in them.
Yeah, they said people
Wait
wouldn't
a
buy
minute.
them.
I've seen stuffed animals in there,
Well,
though.
they've changed their policy.
I was just holding my friend Henry and Laurel's baby in there, and I pulled a stuffed cow off, and we were playing with it together.
That's that thrift store.
The
Not
end
that.
one?
Not this one. That one.
The end one. Is that what you're talking about?
The end
Yeah.
one. At
Yeah.
the end of the block.
Yes, I definitely pulled a stuffed
Well,
cow
she
and went,
lied.
wooja, wooja, wooja,
Really?
to the baby.
Well, they might have a few just for fun for babies, but they don't want them. She said they don't buy them. So I had this big recycling week. I had to go up to Barrie, and there's all these different recycling places that take different stuff. So
There's
the
the
stuffed
Restore.
animals they took to the resource,
Restore.
and that's mostly furniture and building supplies. But
and
they
dishware and stuff, too.
and they took the stuffed animals.
books.
Yeah, they do books. But there's this other place called, what is it called? ARCC, additional recyclables.
Oh, that's for like TVs
Can
and
you
stuff.
say recyclables?
Recyclables.
Thank you. I can't say
That's
it
right.
today.
I think we took TVs there because they don't take them anywhere else.
It's a very cool place.
Yeah.
There's all these bins.
There's
You
also
know,
Bevins and Sons, but I don't know if they take.
What's that?
It's kind of that weird vintage used shop, more toward Montpelier. It's across from the like
Bevins.
flag and stove store, and a car wash.
No, that's used to be Resource.
No,
Restore
I'm talking
used to be
about
up there.
Bevins.
Bevins. There's no such
They
thing.
always
as
have yes,
Bevins.
they always have that like sign that says like cool hip blah 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 down by the road, and it has like a zebra on it or something.
What?
Yeah. Okay. You know where the flag in the stove store is?
Yeah.
Why they sell flags and stoves together, I really don't know.
I
It's an
don't
odd
know.
combo, but
Yeah, I know.
it's kind of across from there. And
Yeah.
that weird Chinese restaurant called the House of Tang, which is a really
That's a strange
bad
one.
name.
I went there once.
I went there once too.
If it has a lot of fish tanks,
Yes, it does.
yeah, that turns me
Makes
off
me
a
a
little
little
bit.
nervous.
Yeah,
It's like just it's like surround sound of E. coli.
yeah. Maybe that's what I smelled today. It smelled like Cape Cod in the parking lot here today, and I thought, what is that
When
smell?
you're inland like this,
You know-
it's not a good smell.
Yeah,
I love it at the
You know what
ocean.
it is? It's a combination of fried food
It's usually garbage and
and
fried food.
and also like wet sand.
Yeah.
like a little bit sea smelly, like
something
sea-
dead maybe
Yeah,
somewhere.
exactly. It smelled like that as I was walking into
I don't
the
know
radio
why
station.
I enjoy that smell near the ocean.
Well,
I'm
because
like,
you're on a holiday.
low tide. Doesn't that smell great? And then other places, I'm like, oh my God, what tide?
Yeah,
It's like
I
the
know.
difference between bologna and dog poop. Like they kind of smell exactly the same.
No,
but-
I don't think so.
If you
No,
can wrap your mind
they
around the
don't.
fact that one is not dog poop,
I think that actually
it makes you smell hungry.
no, you're wrong.
I'm
That's
not.
That is not correct.
And some coffee, when it very first starts brewing, it smells a little like skunk.
Oh, absolutely not. Any coffee.
It's because you're a coffee fiend.
Yeah, but let me just tell you that the thing that I had the hardest time getting rid of
I just have to stand up and itch a little right now.
was
okay, what?
couch cushions.
Oh, those are that's like
That
bed
was
bug
tough.
playground.
Yeah, so I finally had to
gonna
take them
adjust
to
my
a third
underpants.
place, which is called Earth, Waste, and Metal. That place takes everything.
Okay.
That place took solidified grout in bags, like when you have grout.
Why do you have solidified grout? in
Because
bags?
I've done tiling a long time ago, and I left the bags. Like I had like 5 or 6 bags of grout that were unfinished, and some of them solidified, and they, it's hard to get rid of this
Oh,
stuff.
that kind, like in the bag.
Grout
still.
in the bag.
I get it. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I liked a little transfer station on Prince Edward Island because they have all the sections where you can put different things. Like one is for specifically like fabrics and squishy things, like what you're saying with the couch cushions, and other way like it's all separated, but they have chutes. They have like it's like a slide. It's like a
Ooh.
little tunnel chute thing that you can throw stuff in,
I love that.
and then it pops out. I think it's really just like a bunch of oil drums hooked together. You stuff it in there and it pops out on the other side.
and
It's
then
cool.
is there stuff that's for free?
Probably.
I like that
We
on
don't really
Cape
wander
Cod,
around that much. But
on not Prince Edward, Edgartown. No, what's
Edgartown.
across from Edgartown? Chappaquiddick.
okay.
They have
They have
some.
free dump stuff?
Or where am I thinking? No, maybe it was on mainland Cape Cod.
Maybe.
They have
Or are you
great,
thinking of, like,
great for free stuff at the dumps there.
Yeah, that's because everyone who lives there is rich.
Yeah, exactly. So
their
it's probably
their caliper
it's
of
worth a
garbage
trip
is
down
higher.
there just to get some free stuff to haul back up to Vermont to dump it. But I just cleaned my basement. I just totally recommend it. It's for therapeutic reasons.
I have nothing in our basement.
No,
figure,
do
except
you really?
because
Mine's
the
like
entire
at
basement
least-
has to get filled with wood every fall, so we don't go bother to store anything in there.
You should have seen mine. Mine just
Only
has
be
like
wood.
I still have some old doors that I have to move out this weekend.
Wow.
I'm trying to find a truck, to borrow a truck.
Yeah, we're gonna borrow a truck next week too. Life without a truck is really
I know.
crummy. I
hate it. I truly just miss my truck so much.
nobody
But
understands.
I've done pretty well
You
without
can't
it.
have a farm without a truck.
Yeah,
We're like
I hear ya.
pathetic, always borrowing trucks from people, and they always look at us weird, like, "Don't you have a farm?"
But I'll tell you,
We're
Vicky,
like, yeah, we have a farm. That's why we're poor. We
Vicky-
don't have a truck.
Vicky and Mel,
They had a truck. They must have had a
they have
massive
a trailer.
Trailer.
They'll come down and get your stuff. Like if it's metal, I think they prefer metal. Like they get
Yeah,
metal
I
things
don't
because
have a
I
lot of
have
metal
some more
things.
stuff for them.
Sweet.
They're gonna take some more stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's really good. And that's why I feel so grateful this week. I feel filled with gratitude. Actually, I had a really
feel
bad
itchy.
I had a really bad attitude this week, and so I said to myself,
too, about school and stuff.
Oh God, mine was bigger than just school. It was life. It was as big as life, which is huge.
I had lots of like weird anxiety and depression this week too.
Oh,
but
it was awful. It was like awful.
It's
and
when
so,
the seasons change, Christina. It's hard to.
But I love fall. This shouldn't
I
happen.
don't.
This shouldn't happen.
I mean, I love fall. If fall was just like standalone, I'd be like, I love you, fall. But it's not standalone. It's leading into.
You think it's connected to
It's
winter?
connected to winter, so I don't trust it.
Well,
it's like
actually-
la la la. Look how pretty I'm making everything, just so I can, like, crush you with bitter cold and misery and huge bills in a couple months.
Yeah, but summer is actually psychologically more closer to winter than fall is because summer is just like a slap in the face saying, "Enjoy this now."
why do I live here?
Yeah, no, I like winter. I do. I love winter, so it's not
Well,
that.
I do
It's
too.
not-
I just
what-
don't
let's-
like being cold, and I
Okay.
don't like paying so
I
much
know,
for things.
I know, but that's not.
my God.
But
Oh,
that's
no.
so much
You're
different.
triggering me now.
I know, but you see, I'm talking about an existential crisis. I'm
know,
not
my
talking
palms are even
about.
itchy.
I'm not talking about something that's easily fixable with like a down coat. You know what I'm saying? If I could fix my
You know what?
life,
Winter is fixable by like $1 million. That would be great. If I got $1 million every winter, I would be really excited to see winter coming.
I think Jeff Bezos makes like $1 million a day. So
I could live on that for the rest of my life because I'm pretty frugal. I just need I don't know what I need.
well, look, okay, this is why getting back to cleaning out your basement and getting rid of junk.
Yeah.
If you can find somebody who's willing to take your junk, to actually haul it away, and you're never going to ever have to see it again, that is a reason to have gratitude in your heart.
What do you do with all this free space left over from your...
You sit on top of it. That's the thing, is in the basement, if the basement gets cleaned out, then you go upstairs and you sit on top of all this open, beautiful space.
Maybe that stuff was insulating your home.
It still is.
It's not there anymore.
No, the basement.
Oh, I meant like all the stuff that you had.
Oh, no, it wasn't, because now that it's
I'm
gone.
thinking about the itching, I'm like,
Do you need to leave?
No, I just am. Do
you wanna go take a shower?
Literally,
There's a
no, I got out of the
bathroom
shower
here.
right before I came here, and it was really hot because it was cold in my house.
You need a back scratcher.
Oh my god!
Use your chair. Like you can do.
I've been squirming all over the place. I'm using everything.
Okay, well, let's get back to gratitude.
Okay.
Okay, because I was so alienated this week. And that's why I sat down and
You made such a nice friend post. It was
Yes.
like almost cry-worthy. I was like,
But
that's
you
the sweetest
see,
thing.
that is why I did that, because that is when I get the most alienated. It drives me to try to connect with people
I know
and
that
try
feeling,
to
yes.
understand my life, that my life is actually better than I think it is.
Yeah, I have to remind myself of that a lot too.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
those kids downstairs do not feel very grateful right now. They're
Well-
howling in horror. Someone took their sand shovel.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be nice if your biggest problem in life right now was that someone took the sand shovel that you were using?
It happens all the time.
You're going to get it back in like a second because, a teacher is going to be like, now. But like that's the biggest problem with little kids.
But that feeling when somebody steals your sand shovel, it's a lot like that guy, like intentionally going slow in front of me.
I know.
On Route 110. I know.
And your world is smaller, so the problems are bigger. Probably the same exact proportion as our giant problems are now, I suppose. So
yeah, it's just like that feeling that somebody's being mean. A little bit mean. Like not a lot. Like taking your sand shovel, that's not super mean, right? It's manageable. But it's the same with the guy in the Trottier's truck.
I know.
He was just like, he's unhappy today. But he won't face it. He won't face up to it. If he would, I
should
think
go over there.
I could like have a beer with the guy.
Micromanage all their emotions.
Well, I would
today.
just like to have a beer with the guy and say, "Buddy,
beer is yucky."
Okay, let's have
everyone.
a gin and tonic.
Everyone
or
loves beer.
How about a margarita?
All right. Okay.
Or a Shirley Temple. I don't care.
What are things that have rum in them? That seems to be the nicest. What kind of drinks have rum? I don't know. I don't even know about drinks. I just know that beer is gross.
Well, that's a conversation
and it
stopper.
always seems warm, even when it's not warm. It just looks warm.
I never make you drink beer. I don't know why you're talking about this, and nobody does.
It's true.
Nobody tortures you by forcing you to drink beer. So just take that off the list.
Okay. But everybody wants to argue with me that I should like it and that I should try it. Like people do. We live in live in a little Vermont community of like
craft
beer loving, microbrewing,
yeah,
major beer fanatics.
Well, you should just go get a bottle of gin, like that's made by this beautiful company that's in a beautiful.
I don't think I'd like gin. I don't even like the name.
Gin and tonic. You can't even taste the gin. I mean,
I don't really love tonic.
Oh God!
All right. Okay. Let's.
I'm trying to make a drink for you now, and you're just like throwing it back in my face.
I just basically want like fruit punch.
I have a punch bowl
or something.
I'm trying to get rid of my
whatever
mom's
you can
punch
maybe
bowl.
put in
Do you
there.
want my punch bowl?
No, I think we have one already.
I bet you have 10. With
probably
John,
we do
have
probably 10.
I just don't.
And those really useless little punch bowl cups that go with them that are so small and low that as soon as you put the punch in them, it just sloshes over the sides if you try to walk.
Yeah.
Really dumb invention that.
Yep.
Those were big in like the 50s.
Yep. That's a good name of a podcast. Really dumb invention, that. Somebody should start that. That would be funny. We got to get to another song here.
Okay.
It doesn't look like I have all the music on here. I thought I did. Well, this one's called A Soldier Knows.
Like K-N-O-S?
K-N-O-W-S.
Or N-O-S-E.
K-N.
Okay.
K-N.
You should
like cayenne pepper?
Just play it.
Okay. I forget who it is, but I'll remember when I hear it. So here we go.
They lay in the cool green grass beneath the bright summer sky, kissing her lips as her tears fall down. He tells his lady goodbye. My darling dear, you are my love, but I must leave your side. I've been called to fight another man's war, though I can hardly say why. A soldier knows that he must go wherever they tell him to be, to desert sands or mountains high, or across the deep blue sea. Clinging to him, she begged, don't leave me alone. Without you, I'm afraid I will die. But if you must go, then let it be so, and here my body will lie. marched off to war. He tried to hide his fear. His lady stood and waved goodbye, unable to see through her tears. A soldier knows that he must go wherever they tell him to be. To desert sands or mountains high, or across the deep blue sea. The battles raged on and on the field and in his heart. Each night he prayed he would wake up at home. Each morn he woke with a start. The shot rang out that struck him down. In a pool of blood he did lie. He said to his friends, "This is the end. I think I'm going to die." At 4:30 came a knock on the door. The lady tried to be brave. The messenger said, "Your soldier is dead. I'm sorry he could not be saved." The lady tried to take in this news. She would never be a wife. She pulled out the gun and without further thought swiftly ended her life. A soldier knows that he must go wherever they tell him to be. To desert sands or mountains high, or across the deep blue sea. They lay in the cool green grass beneath the bright summer sky.
That was beautiful. If I only know who it was. I'm going to have to look that up afterwards.
Oh, I thought you said I finally knew who that was.
No.
I was like, you don't know who
No,
that is.
if I only knew who that was, and I will look that up, and that will be part of our podcast. For those of you who don't know, we have this show, we replay it as a podcast, and with some editing and more stuff. So check it out. Check it out. 11th Hour Radio.
.com.
Yeah. Okay, spelling word.
I couldn't even spell noses a minute ago, or nose, or
Well,
whatever.
I was just feeling really. I shouldn't swear. It really bugs me that there's no D in refrigerator. It was really bugging me this morning.
Yeah, but if you abbreviate it to fridge,
I know, but
then
that's
there is
not.
one.
It's not right that they're different. I just wish
if
there
you
was
don't
someone
add
to
it, you end up
complain
with
to
frig,
about
and
it.
then nobody wants that to happen. Go put it in the frig.
All right, here's the word.
Okay.
Therapeutic.
Therapeutic. That's not right.
And that, of course, came up because I was thinking about how cleaning the basement was so therapeutic. I mean, way beyond my wildest expectations. I think it was therapeutic for me. And that's why I almost wish there was more crap down there so that I could just keep doing it like all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe I could. Maybe I can turn this into like a deeper metaphysical activity. I'm going to work on that. I'll report back and let you know. I was really, if I think about it, even though it was such a crappy week, I think I got some spiritual enlightenment because I had so much grass clipping to do this week with my scissors that truly it defies the imagination. Anyway, therapeutic.
I I don't know. THERAPUTIC. I know it's not right.
Well, you kind of fudged that end part there, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
You know it's the pudic.
The pudic looks ridiculous.
Yeah, the
It doesn't
pudic
look
part
anything
is
like it's
like
supposed
bad.
to be. Yeah.
But you figure there's only so many ways you can do it.
I know.
Imagine you had some Scrabble pieces, right, and just push them around until you get the right one.
I know.
We should bring Scrabble here to the show.
I love Scrabble, even though I'm quite terrible at it. It's still fun. I love the feeling of those little tiles. They feel nice.
Yes, and they haven't changed them, which I think is brilliant. You know, a lot of times these companies innovate and they wreck something, but they know they've got a good thing going with those Scrabble tiles.
Well, they turned them into plastic for a little while in the 80s.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay, like the travel version or something.
Hasbro or whoever.
Yeah.
Milton Bradley. Who owns that one?
I don't know.
Okay, whatever. All right, spell me therapeutic.
Okay, THER, you got that part right. Thera. THERAPEU. This is like pneumatic. What is pneumatic? You know, pneumatic?
No, pneumatic. Pneumatic is like when you remember something by like the first letter of.
No, it's a kind of a tool. Pneumatic.
That's what I'm saying.
Pneumatic.
It's a tool like ASAP stands for as soon as possible. That's a mnemonic device,
an acronym.
Oh, that's an acronym.
No, I'm talking about a gun. Pneumatic nailer.
What? Mnemonic, I thought you said.
Okay, did you get putic correct? PEUTIC?
No, I left out the E. I only have PUTIC. Everything else was right, but I left out that stinking E. Pneumatic? Are you sure?
Like a nail gun.
What the heck?
Yeah,
Hold
look
on.
it up.
No.
You'll see I'm correct on this. You'll see. Hold
on,
Hey, I saved up the 50 coffee bags and I got the teddy bear. I got the free teddy bear.
You just got rid of teddy bears and you just got a free one?
No, but I sent the teddy bear. This is a beautiful, beautiful teddy bear that I got for free from Vermont Coffee Company because I saved 50 bags. And it has a sweater on that says Vermont Coffee Company on it, which is really cute.
Wow.
But I just sent it to Italy to my grandson.
Well, that's nice.
He's going to have the Vermont Coffee Company teddy bear in Italy.
Does it smell like coffee?
No.
Well, it's like scratch and sniff. Pneumatic, containing or operated by air or gas under pressure.
That's it. Must be
relating to the spirit.
What?
Yeah.
That is the strangest word that encompasses both sides of the material and the spiritual. What is with that?
I don't know, but I thought
that is
okay. So mnemonic is what I was thinking of before, though, right? And that does really mean
mnemonic.
I just want to make sure that I'm not crazy. Hold on.
I like the PN words, like
pneumonia. Mnemonic means relating to or affecting the lungs.
Why did they tack a P on some of these words? What were they thinking?
I'm just not spelling it. Oh, okay. It's MN.
Oh, mnemonic.
I was doing it like pneumonia.
Yeah, you were, because you like that P too. Somebody was bored.
Mnemonic is a tool to help remember facts or a large amount of information. It can be a song, rhyme, acronym, image, or phrase to help remember a list of facts or certain order. Okay, so that's what I was thinking of.
Beautiful.
Jeez.
Boy, there's nothing better than that today. That's like a tall glass of something.
No. Who? What the heck, really? Why would you add a random M in front of an N like that?
Yeah.
God. And pneumonia, same thing, and all those, the P's. What? Why?
Yeah.
There's literally no point.
I'm totally down with you.
No point. Nothing. It's just like just a funny practical joke that somebody did when they were doing it. Wouldn't it be funny if we just added extra P's and M's places that they totally don't need to.
You know what? Just like the guy,
just to make English really exclusive.
It's like the guy in the Trottier's truck. Again, we find ourselves stuck behind him.
Well,
metaphorically speaking,
I don't see why it's like the guy in the Trottier's truck, but
I feel it is.
You can feel that.
So
way.
You have to respect
free
and
country.
Honor my feelings
for now.
Okay. Yeah, so that grant money that I got last year for writing a poetry book.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Well, it ran out. Like the time period ran out, and I haven't done it yet because it's been such a god awful year. Yeah. So they contacted me and they said, "Well, send us a final report. Tell us, where's your end product."
That's like being in high school again.
I know. So I said, "Well,
the dog ate it."
Yeah, I just said, I was smart because I took that money and I put it in a special bank account and I made myself not touch it, so it's still there. So I wrote back and I said,
never do that.
I said, if you want the money back, I have it, or you could give me an extension. So they were really nice about it. They gave me an extension until March. So now I gotta
pump out an entire book by March.
Yep, I can do it.
I want to do it too, but
yeah, let's both do it.
Nobody's going to give me a grant, though,
split my
at all.
money.
They're definitely
we
not.
could split my money.
No,
yeah, we can.
You need that.
We'll do a Kickstarter, raise a little more.
I don't know how to do a Kickstarter. And
I do.
For some reason, just even the word Kickstarter, it like makes a weird guilt thing like twinge inside of me.
Yeah.
I know it's not the same. It's not the same as GoFundMe. GoFundMe gives a bigger twinge of weird embarrassment.
Yeah, it's because you don't feel worthy of asking for money.
I totally don't feel worthy.
Yeah, you know what? When I did my Kickstarter last time, I got one negative response from the husband of a friend of mine.
I didn't realize. Why would you get a negative response? You actually produce worthy stuff.
He was so snarky. Well, he's a sculptor or furniture maker or something, and he said something really snarky like he would never ask for money for his he had always supported himself on his
maybe
art.
He's lucky to be independently wealthy enough
he
to
actually
support his art.
Yeah.
Without any assistance, because I don't know about you, but I don't know any other artists that can support their work solely on the profits of their work.
Yeah, I just wrote back and I said, "Look, I don't force anybody to give me donations. It's a free act, a free will act."
Yeah.
So, oh well,
snarky Snarkerson.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell my friend. I'm not going to tell my friend that he did it. Though. It's a cautionary tale that there's jerks out there.
See, but at least you've got a good track record of producing worthy stuff, and I would be throwing it out there into the world. Yes, like, hey, I have no proof that I could do anything of value to anyone, but give me money and let's see if I can. Like that would make me feel that's so much pressure on me.
That's exactly not how it would go. It would totally not go that way. And you were just telling me when we were off air about this snarky person in your life who didn't like you for no good reason. So this is a phenomenon in our world that there are people that are not going to like us for no good reason.
But I still find that I bend over backwards for those people because it's so harmful to my psyche to think that a person doesn't like me.
I know. So. Well, it's okay to be nice to people, but just not to
no. When people are like abusing another person just for their own weird twisted pleasure, I shouldn't be nice to them. I should be smart enough to say this has nothing to do with me. La la la. Goodbye. But I don't.
Well, it's because you're connected through an activity that you like. You both like.
I know.
I mean, it's a mutually enjoyed activity, so it's a the hard to separate from it or be neutral.
Off, or you'd be writing off the
practice.
Activity.
Yeah, but it's a practice for you to be neutral.
Yes.
At the best, you could be neutral. We have to go.
What?
We have to go.
Okay.
We have to go.
That was really fast. I feel like we just started.
I know. Sometimes it's like that.
All right. Well, I've got to go to the fairgrounds and untangle some fair entry confusion.
Great.
And stuff. And you're probably going to garden because it's a nice day.
No.
You're not?
Not Friday afternoons. I can't get into gardening.
Oh, that's true.
I got to go meet Mel and Vicky and give them some more metal crap out of some old stoves. And now I have like gas stoves to give them.
Can you ask them? I mean, I don't know them from Adam, but
yeah,
John has a huge editing machine that is metal.
Yeah, they probably
take it. Do they want it? It has to leave.
He can't sell that. Nobody wants that. He should try to sell that.
He's tried to sell it to like Dartmouth Film.
On eBay. He should try eBay.
He made all his movies on it. Yeah, ask him if they want it, and then give me their number.
We're going to go.
Okay, bye, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
See you next Friday.
He was just a blue-eyed boy here growing up in Illinois.
Your mama taught him not to steal. Yeah, daddy taught him how to keep it real. Living by the golden rule, let it guide him all through school. Never understood that great divide. Yeah, why the doors weren't open wide. Couldn't figure out the time of day. He went to college, but he had nothing to say. Lost some good friends along the way. Yeah, but that's just how it goes. When you're standing in the twilight, you might think it's hard to see, but they always tell you don't forget to vote. As if voting makes a difference to folks like you and me. We're just living out the stories that we wrote. He got married just to take a stand. Yeah, that's what you did when you became a man. He thought the truth would understand. Let him finally play that game. Had 3 kids and he loved them all. You know, lost the first one, it was in the fall. And like a race car when it hits the wall, he would never be the same. Oh, no, never be the same. Now he spends his time writing songs. He's just trying to rhyme the wrongs. Hear the wrongs he did to others. Is it one to you? He ain't looking for no sympathy. He's looking for that sweet, sweet harmony and a warm fire in a cold, dark night. Yeah, it's the best that he can do. When you're standing in the twilight, you might think it's hard to see, but they always tell you don't forget to vote. As if voting makes a difference to folks like you and me. We're just living out the stories that we wrote. The stories that we wrote. Yeah, stories that we wrote. That's right, them stories that we wrote.